Welcome to the 9 p.m. edition of the Urban Debate, and we put the spotlight on Bihar. Viewers, the first round of hectic campaigning, fiery battles, very interesting exchange of war of words, large rallies, and lots of controversies. The first round of all of this came to an end early this evening. The campaigning for phase 1 of polling in Bihar has come to an end. Phase 1 polling takes place on October 28th. And then there are subsequently 2 more phases to go. But there have been controversies galore. On one side, there is JDU with BJP. LJP that seems to have walked out still keeps backing the BJP but keeps criticizing the JDU. On the other side, you've got the RJD along with the Congress and the left parties. And this is a very fiery battle. But interestingly, there are very few controversies that have emerged in the last few days around the role and the importance of Nitish Kumar this campaign season. The fact that in some of the recent posters put up by the BJP, it only showed Prime Minister Modi as the NDA fights for a win in Bihar. The key face of Nitish Kumar, their ally in Bihar, the current sitting chief minister, his face wasn't there in these posters, and the opposition says this is a sign of how Nitish Kumar has been cut to size. Even their own ally isn't giving him importance. There were a lot of questions that was also raised when there were rallies happening last week and how Nitish was seen on a podium with only BJP symbols. Well, one could argue if it was a rally being held where there is a BJP candidate fighting, that's that. But there is a lot when it comes to what you see in the symbolism, in the messaging. Is there a conscious effort simply to reduce Nitish Kumar's importance, or is it also an understanding that a 15-year term is bound to bring about a baggage of anti-incumbency? And as Nitish battles anti-incumbency, perhaps it's smarter for the NDA to not really focus so much on him, to not make him the only face, but use other options. Use Prime Minister Modi, use top BJP cabinet ministers, use national issues to ask for votes in a state election, not just allow it to become about the Bihari or the one who stays in Bihar. The opposition, of course, is picking on all of these symbols and asking questions. So tonight we decided, let's have a conversation. Is Nitish Kumar really an asset or a liability for NDA in this election season in Bihar? Is it a smart move, a strategic move to downplay him and push other aspects forward? Or is it simply an internal thing that's playing out, not in the favor of Nitish Kumar? That's essentially the question I want to ask the panelists joining me this evening. Let's say good evening to Sudesh Verma, spokesperson for the BJP, Neerja Chaudhary, senior journalist, Syed Afzal Abbas, senior leader of the JDU, Sarika Kumari, spokesperson for the RJD, and Professor Ashok Pankaj, a political analyst, joining me this evening. Neerja Chaudhary, let's begin with you. A lot is being said about how much importance is Nitish being given. How have you read what we've seen in campaigning so far?
Look, I attach a lot of importance to the not only the large rallies that and crowds that Tejasvi Yadav is drawing, but that sentiment that seems to be coming across through those rallies. Because to me, that seems to be a sentiment of anger, not just dissatisfaction. And I think Mr. Nitish Kumar has already become a liability in this election. I remember after the 2014 election, Lok Sabha, when Narendra Modi won and became Prime Minister, I remember in Bihar, people used to say, we are voting for Narendra Modi in this election, but in the state assembly elections, we are going to bring back Nitish Kumar. Today, the sentiment seems to be that we are going to send Nitish Kumar packing. And I think this is also coming from the rural areas, and that is why the kind of crowds that you see at Tejasvi Yadav's rallies. I think, of course, Tejasvi Yadav has become a the alternative figure on the opposition side, but I think the vote may possibly be more against Nitish than a vote for Tejasvi Yadav. Early on to say this, and Tejasvi Yadav is moving very well, the kind of statements that he's made. Of course, he's made a pitch for joblessness, so he's put his finger on the pulse. And remember, this is the first election we are going to see in COVID times. It is the first election we are going to see against a massive reverse migrant march that we saw in March and April. And we've had very little information of how those people who went back have been coping. This will give us insights into that. And obviously, people have been coping badly. It's been economic distress. It's been a very difficult situation for them. For them to come out in such large numbers for Lalu Yadav's son. And I think Nitish Kumar, people are that the butt of that anger seems to be Nitish Kumar and not the BJP, which has been in alliance with him for that many years. And the Prime Minister's popularity is probably intact. I think it is intact. But whether it will get converted into votes and seats in the constituency where the BJP's fielded the candidates, how much will the BJP get? That is now the question mark. And whether, it will be a kaante ki takkar or whether it seems to be now a one-way decisive vote for change in Bihar.
Okay, very interesting. And the fact that a lot of what Tejasvi is getting right now is more against Nitish than in favor of Tejasvi. Let me see if Professor Ashok Pankaj wants to come in on this. Professor, what's your own reading? Is it a smart move and an intentional move by the NDA to not put Nitish right there out front everywhere because of anti-incumbency?
Both JDU as well as BJP are doing the same thing. Some of the things are being projected by BJP as its own achievement, and they want to pitch for as a kind of agenda of BJP. Some of the things Nitish Kumar is pitching as his own achievement, as well as the kind of things which he promises to the state. So what they are doing is that independently they are making some promises, they are highlighting their achievements. At the same time, they are also pitching for the alliance. They are saying that as an alliance, they will be able to give a much better governance, much better development in the state. So individually, they are showcasing their achievement. Both the parties, BJP as well as JDU, at the same time, they are also showing the strength of the alliance as a combined force. They can do much better. That is their strategy. As far as this factor whether BJP is sulking about keeping his poster because of the fact that perhaps there is anti-incumbency, there is certainly some kind of fatigue against Nitish Kumar after having ruled the state for 15 years. And we have seen that, of course, development has taken place during his regime. We can't completely dismiss him on that front. But what is the point is that if you look at the other states in the 15 years, where the other states have gone in terms of progress and where Bihar stands. So people now compare actually that what is happening in other states and what is happening in Bihar. If you look at the figures of Bihar with that of other states, then definitely Bihar needs much more to do. And on this particular front, Nitish needs to pull up his socks to perform much better in case he gets elected. At the same time, people are also in a mood, I would say that, in a mood to look for a change. But then the question is that what is the alternative, and whether the alternative which is being projected is a credible alternative. As a Deputy Chief Minister, Tejasvi Yadav didn't do very smart governance or something which can go as a kind of credit to him as a minister, as a Deputy Chief Minister in the state. So this factor, in fact, will be in the mind of the voters. At the same time, there would be a large section of the voters which would be apprehensive about RJD coming back to power, largely because of the 15 years of the rule in which governance suffered badly. So these factors will work against Tejasvi Yadav, but at the same time, it is true that this time it won't be very easy for Nitish Kumar. There is some kind of fatigue in the voters, and how they actually go and cast their vote, that will be seen in coming days to come.
Let me ask Mr. Sudesh Verma that, Mr. Sudesh Verma, there has to be some amount of fatigue after 15 years. What's the strategy for the NDA to counter that? Mr. Sudesh Sharma, I'm sorry, we are not able to hear you at all. There was a patchy line and now the audio is gone completely. So we're going to try and fix that. Let me get in Mr. Abbas here of the JDU. Mr. Syed Afzal Abbas, बार बार ये कंट्रोवर्सीज उठ रही हैं. पिछले हफ्ते ये पूछा गया कि क्यों नीतीश जी जब पोडियम से रैली एड्रेस कर रहे थे तो पोडियम पे जेडीयू का ही सिंबल नहीं था. आज पूछा जा रहा है कि पोस्टर्स में सिर्फ मोदी जी हैं, नीतीश जी क्यों नहीं है. क्या आपका क्या जवाब है इन सारे सवालों पे?
देखिए तन्वी जी, मसला इसका नहीं है कि किसका फोटो है किसका नहीं. सबका सवाल इस बात का है क्या प्रधानमंत्री के साथ नीतीश कुमार जी हैं या नहीं. क्या प्रधानमंत्री ने जो बयान दिया उससे बीजेपी के लोग साथ हैं कि नहीं. क्या प्रधानमंत्री ने ये नहीं कहा कि नीतीश कुमार जी के ही नेतृत्व में चुनाव लड़ा जाएगा. क्या जेपी नड्डा साहब ने ये नहीं कहा कि नीतीश कुमार जी के नेतृत्व में चुनाव लड़ा जाएगा. क्या बिहार के अध्यक्ष ने नहीं कहा, क्या सुशील मोदी ने नहीं कहा. तो मैं समझता हूँ कि ये पोस्टर लगना न लगना, फोटो लगना न लगना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. मसला है कि हम दोनों एक है कि नहीं. हम जब प्रधानमंत्री जहां भी जा रहे, कल 28 तारीख को भी आ रहे हैं, 28 में कई सभाएं होंगी, टोटल शायद 12 शायद उनकी सभाएं होनी है प्रधानमंत्री की. हर जगह नीतीश कुमार जी के साथ साथ है. तो ये कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट कुछ लोग कर रहे हैं. और ये हमने भी अपना पोस्टर निकाला, हमने भी अपना अलग मैनिफेस्टो है मेरा, उनका भी अलग मैनिफेस्टो है. तो सब पार्टी अपना अपना निकाल रही है और इसमें कोई ज्यादा हमको मतलब गंभीरता से लेने की आवश्यकता नहीं मैं समझता हूँ. इसलिए कि ये मुहमिल बातें हैं और सिर्फ विपक्ष को ये कहने के लिए आपस में रिश्त पैदा करने की कोशिश, ये एक डिस्कशन का एक टॉपिक बन जाए, बस यही तक महदूद है.
नहीं तो ये आप इस बात को डिनाई करते हैं कि कोई भी एंटी इनकम्बेंसी है ही नहीं. 3 टर्म के बाद तो थोड़ा तो होएगा ही किसी भी राज्य में किसी भी सरकार के लिए.
एंटी इनकम्बेंसी अलग फैक्ट है, अलग बात है. ये पोस्टर पे मैं कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन मैं यकीन के साथ कह रहा हूँ कि एनडीए की सरकार बनी. मैं भी इसी धरती का रहने वाला हूँ. मैं भी जाता हूँ, गांव में जाता हूँ. अब ये तेजस्वी यादव जो 15 साल पहले के अपने इतिहास को बता रहे कि ख्वाब दिखा रहे 10 लाख का, कहाँ से 10 लाख लोगों को नौकरी दे पाएंगे. जहां जहां भी जा रहे हैं, सिर्फ मैं आपके नेशनल चैनल पे मैं बोलना नहीं चाहता, एक पार्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी के लोग ही होते हैं. नीतीश जी जहाँ जाते हैं कि सर हर पार्टी के हर कम्युनिटी के लोग होते हैं. तो मुझे लगता है ऐसा कि वो भीड़ जो जुटाई जा रही है, प्रायोजित भीड़ है, उस पे जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. धरातल पे आज भी नीतीश कुमार जी का ही चर्चा है और उनके काम की आज भी प्रशंसा होती है. हो सकता है कुछ कमियां रही हो, उससे मैं इनकार नहीं करता. इंसान से खता हो सकती है, अगर खता ना हो तो वो फरिश्ता बन जाए, ये भी मैं मान रहा हूँ. लेकिन जो 15 साल के इतिहास को भूल जाए हम, तो ये पटना के सरजमीन के आज 10वें रात से आपसे बात कर रहे हैं. अब लोग निकल नहीं, आपसे बात करने के बाद फिर कहीं और जाना है, निकलना मुश्किल था. फिर आप कहेंगे पिछले इतिहास को दोहराया जा रहा है, क्योंकि दोहराना इसलिए जरूरी है कि नीतीश कुमार के कामों को बताने के लिए पिछले का इतिहास को बताना पड़ेगा कि हम कल क्या था, आज हम कहाँ तक लेके आए हैं. आज ही गांव में बिजली है, सड़कें हैं, पानी है, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर है. लॉ एंड ऑर्डर क्राइम रेट जो है बिहार 23वां नंबर पे है. हर घर नल का जल है. हरियाली की बात कर रहे हैं, हर जगह काम कर रहे हैं. रोजगार की बात करें, 6 लाख मैंने रोजगार दिया 15 साल में. उन्होंने 15 साल में जब झारखंड बिहार एक था तो 90,000 सरकारी नौकरी थी. ये कहाँ की बात ही कर रहे हैं. सिर्फ एक सपना दिखा रहे हैं, ख्वाब दिखा रहे हैं जनता के बीच. जनता अच्छी तरह समझती है, इसका परिणाम उनको सामने आ जाएगा. और ज्यादा इससे करने के पास मेरे कोई शब्द नजर नहीं आ रहा उनके बारे में कहूँगा जी. और कोई सवाल तो बताएं.
Okay, so before by the time we fix the line with Mr. Sudesh Sharma of the BJP, so we can hear him and also bring in the RJD spokesperson, let me just go back to our journalist very quickly on one aspect. Neerja Chaudhary, like Professor Ashok Pankaj was saying, there is still, some amount of recollection of what the RJD rule was like, what it did to Bihar. Maybe people also got a brief refresher when RJD was in power, even with the JDU, before, that alliance broke. That versus the fact that in the last few months, Nitish hasn't really been visible. He's got a lot of backlash for absence during the floods, absence during coronavirus. How do you see both of these aspects playing out?
Look, there is no doubt that during Nitish Kumar's 15 years, there have been, as far as governance goes, administration goes, the law and order goes, what he's done for the girl child, education. Even if you went into the countryside in smaller towns, you saw the health infrastructure was so much better. Because I remember during Lalu Yadav's time, if you went into those hospitals, you would find stray dogs there. So no doubt in certainly the law and order situation, what it used to be. But, and this is a very B-U-T capital letters, Nitish Kumar today is become the symbol of the people's anger. And that anger is due to, it points us to the sentiment in people. Maybe people who've gone back, the poorer sections, the Ati Pichda as we call it, the vulnerable sections, which a section of which had broken away from Lalu Yadav and turned towards the NDA and Nitish Kumar. Those are the people who you can imagine the extent of the economic distress and the anger. I sense that there is a sentiment of what we call akrosh in Indian politics. When you don't see who you're voting for, but you see who you're voting against. And he seems to have become the butt, as I say, of that anger. That's the only thing one is getting through the images and the rallies that one is seeing and the news that's coming across. Now, Tejasvi Yadav has played that card very well when he put his finger on the pulse and talked about joblessness, because that is what is hurting people the most. And BJP now is talking about 19 lakh jobs will create as opposed to the 10 lakh that Tejasvi Yadav is promising. But whoever's got a head start has the advantage, and BJP is in alliance with Nitish Kumar. Can they break themselves free? They are trying to distance. Whether it's going to work, if not in all constituencies, in the constituencies where they have their candidates, well, those are all, question marks, and we will know the answer on November 10. But certainly, if one was to ask that question, yes, Nitish Kumar today has become a big liability for the NDA, and the BJP is trying to see how to deal with that new situation. And Tejasvi Yadav is a beneficiary of that sentiment.
Okay, Mr. Sudesh Verma, let's see, please do respond to what is being said here, and let's see if we can hear you better.
Audible. Please let me. Technology has not become.
Yes, there's the.
I'm able to hear you, but I don't know what it's.
No, Mr. Sudesh Verma, unfortunately the audio is still very patchy. Maybe we'll just, try another method to get you back. We would love to hear from what Sudesh Verma of the BJP has to say. Unfortunately, we can't hear him at all at this point of time. So let me bring in Professor Ashok Pankaj. Professor Ashok Pankaj, to what Neerja Chaudhary Singh would you like to add to that?
I think it would be too much to read in terms of a kind of anti-Nitish wave, or say that pro-Tejasvi Yadav wave in the state. That is perhaps, I think, it's on too much reading of perhaps anti-Nitish factor. Finally, what actually is going to happen there, and which is more likely based on how the people vote and what has been the experience the past elections as well. In each constituency, when you talk to the political leaders, I spoke to a couple of leaders, and none of them are talking about the issues which we are raising. Say, for example, flood. They say that this has been there for long. Migration. People have been migrating from the state for long. Unemployment. These are the issues, of course, there. But what made this issue all of a sudden important in this elections, which they are not able to give answer, and simply because they said that ultimately when the people or when the political parties work their strategy, they work more in terms of what is their social support base. And if you look at the politics of Bihar, this is the strongest fortress of Mandal politics in country. For the last 30 years, Nobody has been able to dethrone the votary of the mandal politics in the state. If you look at the other states, where of course many overseas groups came to power, but they lost the power. Another alternative political party also came to power. But here, consistently for the 30 years, it is RJD, now it's JDU. So they have shared the power in alternative terms. Now the point is that still those factors play very strongly at the grassroots level. To a certain extent, I will not deny the factors that development issues or the governance issues, because if you look at the performance of Nitish Kumar compared to the first tenure, the second and third tenure have been lackluster. And more recently, he is not able to come out with some new ideas, strengthen the governance, strengthen the administration. There have been a lot of complaints about law and order problem in the state as well. There are also issues of corruption in the states. There are people who say that in big contracts there are big corruptions. So these issues are there. Nobody can deny. Even take the example of prohibition. It's prohibited, but at the same time it's available also. So these factors reflect on the governance front of Nitish Kumar, and here he is on the weak foot. Had he been very strong on even this implementation of the prohibition, perhaps he would have claimed that, look, my governance is good. But now he's not able to pitch for, or he's not able to project his governance as a kind of forte on which he can go for or he can seek vote. And that's why what he is doing is that he's attacking Tejasvi as a kind of inexperienced person.
Okay.
And that is his main line of attack on Tejasvi. What he is trying to convince to the voters that, look at me, I am much more experienced, but look at the person who you are considering at all. If you are considering at all, then look at the person. He is not experienced, and his performance as the Deputy Chief Minister was not something which attracted attention at all. So this factor also might be, or it may go to the mind of the people, and when they go to the polling booths, perhaps these factors they will keep in mind.
All right, let's also say good evening to Chittaranjan Gagan, spokesperson for the RJD. But before I go across to Chittaranjan, let's attempt Sudesh Verma. Mr. Verma, let's see if we are third time lucky. Go ahead, please.
I'm sure that you are able to hear me this time, Tanvi. You see, I completely disagree with what
Yes,
Nitish
I
said
am.
and what Pankaj said. Completely disagree. Nitish Kumar ji is our biggest asset in Bihar. His image has been impeccable. Honesty and integrity, these two things, if at all, go with any leader, that is Nitish Kumar in Bihar. And these people who are fed on corrupt money, who have barged in on corrupt money, they are talking of delivery in Bihar. Will people of Bihar trust these people's deliverance promises, or they will go by the boat they know very well? Law and order situation, about everyone agrees that yes, it is much better. If you go and travel on Bihar roads, you know what development is. Electricity is there. Of course, drinking water will also be there. All the development parameters set by the central government has been implemented by the state government, and that is what we want. So poor people have been empowered. Those who are voiceless, those who will go silent voters, they will go and vote for this combination because they are not vocal. What you hear, the cacophony of sound, they are the vocal sections of society. And you see, Nitish Kumar ji, we genuinely feel, did not get proper support from the central government when he was in power for 10 years because there was UPA government. And of course, being in the different kind of government in Bihar, he did not get that cooperation about Modi ji spoke, about which our leaders have been speaking. And in this tenure, actually, you see, 2 years, if you deduct from RJD, JDU alliance and 1 year of Corona, then he hardly got a time to actually work. So Bihar knows, and people of Bihar are very sensitive politically. They debate everything. You know, you can't promise something and they will just slap it up. No. They know. They discuss from where you will go. They know your background. They know whether you will deliver or will use it for indulging in corruption. The jobs they had given, it is on record that they had even mortgaged the land of people if they failed to pay bribe to Gundas. You see, that is what Bihar used to be. So Bihar is changing and it needs a very stable government. It needs a double-engine Sarkar, which we are talking of. And of course, what we are talking, you see, when we talk of central government, of course, we talk of Modi ji. But when we talk of Bihar, we talk of the alliance. Nitish ji, Modi ji, all together. So there is no problem within the alliance. Nitish ji is the biggest asset in Bihar, and we are going to win hands down. You have seen some of the opinion polls that have come out. You have seen the kind of majority they are giving. It's just 12 sort of the numbers we are projecting. So we are very confident people, silent voters will go and give their vote for Nitish Kumar ji and this NDA alliance.
Okay, let me bring in Mr. Gagan then. Mr. Chitranjan Gagan, thank you so much for joining us. The big debate tonight is whether whether the Nitish Kumar has become an asset or a liability this election season for the NDA, and if it would bode well for the NDA to not put him in the limelight, but to push forward other issues, or like Sudesh Sharma calls it, the twin engine, and the fact that BJP being at center will help Bihar more. Your view on that?
मैडम, जनादेश मिला था 2015 में राष्ट्रीय जनता दल, कांग्रेस और जदयू को, लेकिन नीतीश जी 20 महीना के बाद जनादेश के खिलाफ जाकर जनादेश के बीच में छुरा भोंककर भाजपा के गोद में चले गए। और उस समय यह कहा गया कि डबल इंजन की सरकार है, बिहार का विकास काफी तेजी से होगा, लेकिन इतने दिनों के बाद भी अब तक बिहार जहां था आज वही है। 2005 में बिहार को जिस स्थिति में राष्ट्रीय जनता दल की सरकार ने नीतीश कुमार को सौंपा था, आज कुछ मामलों में उससे भी पीछे चली गई है, लेकिन कहीं भी किसी भी क्षेत्र में कहीं कोई सुधार नहीं है। शिक्षा का बंटाधार हो गया, स्वास्थ्य विभाग की स्थिति आप देख रहे हैं, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की स्थिति आप देख रहे हैं, कहीं से कुछ नहीं, शिखर पर चला गया। किसान मर रहे हैं, उनके उपज का सही मूल्य नहीं मिल रहा है। चारों तरफ बिहार में निराश की भावना है, लोग काफी नाराज हैं इस सरकार से। और इस बार जो चुनाव होने जा रहा है, इसमें लोगों ने मन बना लिया है नीतीश कुमार को हटाने के लिए, और बिहार के यादव को अगले मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में देख रही है। जो ग्राउंड रिपोर्ट आपको मिलता होगा, उससे भी आप यह समझ रही होंगी कि बिहार
पर यहाँ पे चितरंजन गगन जी बोला जा रहा है कि जो ग्राउंड रियलिटी है वो आरजेडी के सपोर्ट में इतनी नहीं जितने की शायद नीतीश कुमार से लोग थक गए इसलिए है।
मैडम, नीतीश कुमार के मंत्री और विधायक क्षेत्र में घूमने की स्थिति में नहीं है। जहां जाते हैं वहां उनको पब्लिक जो है सो वापस जाने का नारा लगाते हैं, वापस जाने को मजबूर करती है। नीतीश जी कोई आप देख लीजिए, जिस ढंग से उनको भी अनुमान हो गया है, पहली बार किसी भी सभा में, चाहे वह ऐसे सभा करते हो या प्रधानमंत्री जी के साथ उस दिन सभा किए, उन्होंने कहा कि यदि मौका मिला तो, मतलब उन्हें भी यह एहसास हो गया है कि वे रहने वाले नहीं है। जिस ढंग से आम सभा में उनकी बोली और भाषा और शब्द और शैली निकलती है, कहीं ना कहीं उनके फ्रस्ट्रेशन कोई शो करता है कि जैसे निराश की भावना में आदमी रिएक्ट करके बोलता है। कभी भी इसके पहले नीतीश जी ऐसी भाषा का प्रयोग नहीं करते थे। अब जहां जाते हैं तुम ताम बाप मतारी, जिसको लोग बहुत गलत ढंग से समझता है, वैसे शब्द वैसे उनकी शैली हो गई है। तो इसलिए, और जो कुछ विकास का जो दावा किया जा रहा है वह केवल कागज के पन्नों पर है, विज्ञापन में है, कागज के पन्नों पर है, प्रचार और प्रसार में है। धरातल में कहीं कुछ नहीं है, केवल लूट खसोट और भ्रष्टाचार का अड्डा बन गया है बिहार। हर मामले में बिहार की स्थिति है। जिस ढंग से अभी लॉकडाउन में दूसरे प्रदेशों में रहने वाले बिहार के भाई साथी जब लौटने लगे तो कहा गया नीतीश कुमार जी द्वारा कि मैं बिहार में घुसने नहीं दूंगा, और जब बिहार में जब आ गए रोक नहीं पाए, जब बिहार में आ गए कहीं कोई व्यवस्था नहीं, कहा गया कि
we'll take it issue by issue. Let's take it issue by issue. चितरंजन जी, ठीक है। मैं पहले, I know Sudesh Sharma wants to make a point, but first I want a response from Syed Afzal Abbas on this, because this is a direct attack on Nitish and his government. The point of the matter is, अब्बास जी, या तो 15 साल आरजेडी के 15 साल नीतीश के साथ कंपेयर कर ले, या लोगों को सिर्फ अभी के पिछले के 15 साल याद रहेंगे जिसमें आपका डिसएडवांटेज है। योर रिस्पॉन्स टू व्हाट चितरंजन गगन इज सेइंग।
चितरंजन जी क्या कहेंगे? इनके खुद घर शीशे के वो पत्थर मारने के लिए परेशान है, पता नहीं कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं। आप चितरंजन जी बताइए कि आपके तेजस्वी यादव जी है, अब नेता है, जब बिहार दिल्ली में बैठ के ट्वीट कर रहे थे बिहार के लोग परेशान थे। दिल्ली में कम से कम पता नहीं पूर्वांचल में कितने रहते हैं, आपको शायद में दिल्ली रहता है, पता है मुझे, हमने देखा अपनी आंखों से, हमसे जो बस में आपने किया भी है। आप ये कह रहे हैं केंद्र का कम से कम आप लोग कि कम से केंद्र के कोविड-19 की एडवाइजरी जारी किया था कि उसको और उसका क्या फॉर्मूला होता है, कोई घर से बाहर स्टेट नहीं छोड़ना था। उस आधार पर नीतीश जी ने कहा था क्या 22 लाख 20 लाख जो लोग आए उनको क्वारंटाइन सेंटर में नहीं रखा गया, उनसे 53 रुपया खर्च नहीं किया गया, क्या एक हजार रुपया देके घर नहीं भेजा गया, क्या एक हजार रुपया 22 लाख लोगों के खाते में रह गया, क्या कल तक आप चिल्ला रहे थे कि आप सब विपक्ष चिल्ला रहा था उस वक्त कि लोग मर रहे हैं कोविड-19 से तुम्हें बता दीजिए आप 95% आप रिकवरी देखिए यहाँ पे 1000 प्लस लोग यहाँ पे कैजुअलिटी हुई है, तो क्या मेडिकल इक्विपमेंट नहीं आया था? उसके बावजूद भी किया गया, केंद्र की सरकार भी सहायता किया, उसके बावजूद भी हम केंद्र की सहायता हम अपने बलबूते पे कोविड-19 से हम लड़ रहे थे। हम तो उस वक्त दो आफतों से घिरे हुए थे, एक तो महामारी के साथ साथ बिहार बाढ़ से जूझ रहा था, उस वक्त आपका क्या योगदान था? आप तो कुछ बोलेंगे नहीं, इसलिए कि आपको हमारी अच्छाई नजर आती नहीं, हम आपसे उम्मीद भी नहीं रखते हैं। हम इतना उम्मीद रखते हैं कि हम जंगल राज से निकाल के आके इसी पटना में बार रात से हम घूम रहे हैं, हम बिजली 18 से 20 घंटा दे रहे हैं, सड़कें हमने बना दी है, स्कूल भवन बना दिए हैं, बच्चे पेड़ के नीचे नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं, महिलाओं को आरक्षण दे दिया है, हमारे अति पिछड़ा के लोगों को सम्मान
तो
दिया है। हम नहीं हम अगर बोल लीजिए हमने सब किया है। इनको जो नजर आ रहा है, जो भीड़ जो देख रहे हैं ना, मैं यकीन के साथ कह रहा हूँ कि भीड़ ये प्रायोजित है, हम भीड़ से घबराने वाला नहीं है। हम जनता की आकांक्षाओं पे खड़े उतरे हैं और फिर उतरेंगे। जनता मुझे वोट देगी, मुझे यकीन है कि हमारी सरकार बनेगी। क्या जितना भी भीड़ दिखा लें, जो हमने काम किया उसके आधार पर मानने जा रहे हैं। मैं पूरे आश्वस्त हूँ 10 तारीख में।
तो उस तरफ अब्बास जी, उस तरफ वो भीड़ भी दिखा पा रहे हैं और उल्टा आपकी रैलीज में दूसरों को भी भेज रहे हैं। ऐसा अब दो तीन बार हो चुका है जहाँ नीतीश कुमार जाते हैं उनके अगेंस्ट नारे लगने लगते हैं।
अच्छा एक चीज बताइए, तेजस्वी यादव के भीड़ में 500 आदमी हम नहीं दे सकते हैं कि तेजस्वी यादव मुर्दाबाद का है? हमारा ये संस्कार नहीं है, यही तो परिचय दे रहे हैं 2000, यही इनकी शिनाख्त है, यही इनकी आइडेंटिटी रही है।
ये काम असद अब्बास साहब आपकी पार्टी करती है और चुनाव 15 साल आप किया क्या इसके बारे में नहीं बोलिएगा। 15 साल पहले किया, 15 साल पहले कितना दिन 15 साल पहले के मामला को लाकर आप जो जनता को पकड़ने का काम करिएगा। 15 साल आप क्या किए यह तो बताइए लोगों को। 15 साल आप क्या किए?
चितरंजन जी
आज तो स्थिति यह है अब्बास साहब,
ओके एक मिनट में ये 1 मिनट जेंटलमैन, एक मिनट चितरंजन गगन जी मैं याद दिला दूं आपको, एक मिनट ये वैसी वाली डिबेट नहीं है। कैन आई जस्ट please come in here to Syed Afzal Abbas knows this. Let me just remind Chitranjan Gagan also. Chitranjan Gagan जी, आप शायद ज़्यादा आते नहीं है अर्बन डिबेट पे या मिरर नाव पे। यहाँ हम एक दूसरे को सुन लेते हैं, ज़्यादा एक दूसरे के ऊपर बात नहीं करते ताकि सबकी बात सुनाई दे। अब मैंने आप दोनों का पक्ष सुन लिया। सुदेश वर्मा wants to make a point. Let me go across to him.
तन्वी मैं थोड़ा हिंदी में मैं भी बोल दूं, हिंदी में बोल देता हूँ। देखिए चितरंजन जी जो बोल रहे थे बिल्कुल गलत, क्योंकि नीतीश कुमार जी का जेडीयू आरजेडी कांग्रेस का जो एक मैंडेट था, हर मैंडेट का एक प्रकृति होता है, कैरेक्टर होता है। उस मैंडेट का कैरेक्टर था वो नीतीश कुमार जी के इमेज पर था, सुशासन बाबू वाला इमेज। आरजेडी अपने पापों को धोना चाहती थी और जब ये पाप फिर से करने लगे, नीतीश जी ने प्रिंसिपल रूप में छोड़ा अलायंस को, और नेचुरल अलायंस जो बीजेपी ने रियलाइज हुआ कि अगर बिहार को डिलीवरी देना है तो बीजेपी के साथ ही रहना पड़ेगा। आप बताइए क्या नीतीश जी अपने परिवारवाद कर रहे हैं? आप बताइए, ये सारे परिवार के लोग जो हैं लालू जी के, सब के सब नेता बन गए हैं। ये बिहार कभी बर्दाश्त नहीं करेगा। लूट भी सब एक परिवार जो पूरा लूटने के लिए पूरा बनाए हुए समा वहां पर, ये और क्या है? आप जो पूरा इतिहास बना के देखिए, अगर इनमें हिम्मत है तो बोले लालू जी ने जो कमाया है धन वो करप्शन से सबके सब हम बिहार को देते हैं और उसके बाद राजनीति करते हैं। कुछ तो होना चाहिए ना। नीतीश जी पर उंगली देने के पहले कुछ सोचिए कि नीतीश जी का कैरेक्टर क्या है। पूरी ईमानदारी के साथ वो प्रयास किए हैं और इसीलिए जब वो वोट, आप ये सोचिए कि वो व्यक्ति जो खुद पैसा खाना नहीं है, किसी को खाने देना नहीं, वो क्या करेगा व्यक्ति? वो तो बिहार में डिलीवरी ही करना चाहेगा ना। सपोर्ट नहीं मिला, इस बार मिलेगा। और आप ऐसा मत बोलिए कि विकास नहीं हुआ है। रोड में जाके देखिए कितना बढ़िया रोड है, बहुत से विकास हुए हैं, एम्स आए हैं, IIT आए हैं, बहुत चीजें बन रही है, हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में अस्पताल खोला जाएगा। ये क्या अपने आप में बड़ा, ये तो केंद्र सरकार का जो एजेंडा है उसको सिर्फ इम्प्लीमेंट कर दिया जाए तो बिहार की तस्वीर बदल जाएगी। ये क्या एवरेज बिहारी इसको नहीं समझेगा? ऐसा बोलना हमें लगता है कि बिहार के कैरेक्टर को नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं।
So, just one question, Mr. Sudesh Verma, before I go back to Chitranjan for a response. Then why is it that in the posters that have emerged today, there is no Nitish Kumar, but only Mr. Modi?
I told you that when we are talking of central government achievement, naturally Prime Minister's image would be there. But when we are talking of Bihar government, both the leaders will be there, NDA will be there. So we have to make a distinction. There is no problem with Nitish ji. But when you talk of Prime Minister's achievement, then naturally Prime Minister will be there, isn't it? Because he's the biggest leader in this country, and the whole country loves him. So naturally people need to know. But when you talk of Bihar, when you talk of NDA, Nitish ji will always be there. We have clarified it. There's no reason for any discord, any doubt, or any political problem. Nitish ji is our leader, and he will be the chief minister.
Neerja Chaudhary, would you want to come in here? This argument that is being made that there is no problem, he is our chief minister, we are together. But strategically, on ground messaging maybe to just keep it separate and push further and in a bigger way with national issues and PM Modi's face.
See, I would very simply point your attention to in a particular direction, which is, despite Parivarvad, yes, that's a fact, जो charge किया गया है, despite all that Nitish Kumar has done on the front of governance, what he's done for women's education, for health at the ground level, for सड़कें जैसे बात की जा रही है, power supply, I absolutely agree. It is so much better than what Lalu did in his time. He empowered certain communities, but the governance record of Nitish Kumar, that's why he was called Sushashan Babu. Now, and of course, despite Mr. Modi's image, which has not been dented, that popularity, if large sections of people today are turning away, and that is the sense you get, through those rallies, towards all this, then you've got to recognize what is it that was making them look the other side. What is the nature of that sentiment? It must be huge anger to negate this and go towards what they know may not yield the results that they're looking for. It has to be, as I keep saying, it has to be a sentiment of anger that brings about that kind of shift. And if that is the case, what is it? Is it the economic distress that they face today, which is corona-induced? It is that Nitish Kumar was not able in the last months, I know he was losing ground anyway, but particularly in the last 6 to 8 months, he has not been able to come up to scratch as people have wanted, not even been able to reach out to them and say, I'm here. Things will be better. I think that sentiment one has to try and assess, decode. If we are going to have an assessment at another level,
okay.
Yes, जातीय caste alliance नहीं हुआ, परिवारवाद की तरफ चले गए, people have been misled, then I don't think we will be trying to get, to the bottom of why people are turning towards the other side.
Okay, all right, point taken. I've got Chitranjan Gagan back with me now. Mr. Gagan, yes, go ahead, respond to what Sudesh Verma was also saying. चित्रंजन जी, आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हेलो जी हाँ, हेलो
जी चित्रंजन जी, अगर आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है तो आप जवाब दीजिए जो बीजेपी कह रही है।
देखिए, बीजेपी की स्थिति यह है कि बीजेपी घोषणा किया, बोल रहा है कि हमारे मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार होंगे, लेकिन बीजेपी का जो पोस्टर लगा है उस पोस्टर में कहीं भी नीतीश कुमार नहीं है। और बीजेपी अब अपनी लड़ाई लड़ रही है और सरकार आने के लिए नहीं, अब इतना सीट वह चाहती है कि विरोधी दल का मान्यता उसको मिल जाए। और बीजेपी क्या कहेगी, बीजेपी मैं यह पूछना चाहता हूं कि पिछले चुनाव में जब आदरणीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी आए थे बिहार में, उन्होंने सार्वजनिक मंच से नीतीश कुमार जी के ऊपर 55 घोटाले का आरोप लगाया था। आज फिर वो घोटाले क्या हो गए? और बात में मैं नहीं जानना चाहता हूं, डीएनए का सवाल उठाते, लेकिन 55 घोटाले बजाते से जो बोल कर उन्होंने कहा कि इतने घोटाले इनके राज में हुए हैं, क्या उसका जवाब मिल गया? मैं यह जानना चाहता हूं। नीतीश कुमार जी जो बोल रहे थे उनके बारे में कि बड़का झूठा पार्टी है बीजेपी, मतलब बड़का झूठा पार्टी, क्या नीतीश जी को उसका जवाब मिल गया? नहीं, ये लोग गठबंधन के अंदर गठबंधन, भाजपा का गठबंधन किसके साथ? वीआईपी पार्टी के साथ, सहनी जी के साथ। जेडीयू का गठबंधन किसके साथ? जीतन मांझी जी के साथ। तो यह जो क्या गठबंधन है? गठबंधन नहीं, यह सत्ता के लिए लोग एकजुट हुए थे।
तो वो तो भाई अगर हम उस तरफ चले गए चितरंजन गगन जी, तो मेरे पास बड़े सारे डायलॉग हैं जो नीतीश और लालू ने एक दूसरे के लिए कहे उन 15 सालों में, जिसके पहले वो बीच में दोस्त बन गए थे कुछ सालों के लिए। वहां ना आ जाए तो बेटर है, क्योंकि कोई भी पार्टी दूसरी पार्टी से बेहतर नहीं। सबको गठबंधन और सत्ता और कुर्सी के लिए सब किसी के भी दोस्त बन जाते हैं और फिर कुछ सालों में भूल भी जाते हैं। आई एम ऑल्सो कंप्लीटली आउट ऑफ टाइम, सो आई एम गोइंग टू थैंक ऑल ऑफ माय पैनलिस्ट फॉर जॉइनिंग अस ऑन दिस कॉन्वर्सेशन. Thank you so much. We will wait and watch what happens. Phase 1 voting begins on 28th, phase 2 on November 3rd, and the final phase on November 7th. The results come out on November 10th. So in just about 2 weeks, we will know what Bihar has decided, which way have the people of Bihar decided to go. Viewers, there is no denying the fact that after 15 years of governance, Nitish Kumar does face some amount of anti-incumbency. It's not to take away some of the good work that he has done, and perhaps a lot more in the first term, in the second term, than in the last one. But that being said, a fatigue factor plays out. That being said, his absence, his delayed response during the migrants' crisis, his absence, complete absence when the floods were ravaging the state, and Tejaswi Yadav was out there on the ground meeting people, showing his face, and Nitish was missing. That was noticed. Perhaps one of those very few chief ministers who barely even came out during the COVID times to make comments about what the state's policies are. Unemployment, the lockdown effect on unemployment and poverty are all issues that will play out. Perhaps BJP's and the NDA's best bet is to not focus so much on Nitish Kumar right now, even if he continues to be the CM face, but to talk about centre's achievements, to talk about national issues, to talk about Kashmir, to talk about central government social welfare schemes, and to bank on Prime Minister Modi's face. We didn't debate and discuss the angle of LJP, but that also perhaps will play a role at some point. The big challenger on the other side, the one benefiting from the anti-incumbency and from being there, out there, visible in the last several months, has been Tejaswi Yadav. But will it be enough? That's the big question. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Well, let me also get you another big controversy that emerged today in the state of Bihar during this election season. JDU shared a video of RJD leader Abdul Bari Siddiqui. In the video, the RJD leader can be heard speaking to Sushil Modi and saying that you have a guarantee for the next 5 years. It's us. Do we have the guarantee for the next 5 years? Now, this is open to interpretation. We don't know what the context, what guarantee and what 5 years guarantee was he talking about, what was said before that by Sushil Modi. But we do know that JDU and BJP are making this as a sign that even Tejaswi's party knows that they are going to lose this election. Listen into that bite first.
भाई आप लोग का तो अगले 5 साल का गारंटी है, हम लोग का गारंटी है।
In fact, we spoke with the RJD leader Abdul Bari Siddiqui, and he says that his comment in this very short video that JDU has put out has been taken out of context. And he, in fact, was personally speaking about Sushil Modi and not the party or the alliance. Listen in.
अतुल जी, ये जेडीयू ने एक आपका वीडियो डाला है, इसमें आपने कहा है कि बीजेपी की तो गारंटी है 5 साल की। क्या ये वीडियो सही है सर?
ये आपने वीडियो देखा है कि हमने कहा कि बीजेपी की 5 साल गारंटी है?
तो सुशील मोदी जी, अजय आलोक जी भी कह रहे हैं।
हम बता रहे हैं कि होगा नहीं, बोले कि जरा हमारा वीडियो दिखा दीजिए कि हम बोले कि 5 साल बीजेपी की गारंटी है।
तो सर आपके क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं, फेक वीडियो है ये?
क्या है ना कि देखिए, अनौपचारिक कोई भी बातचीत होती है तो लोगों का अवसर इतना नीचे गिर गया है कि उस अनौपचारिक बातचीत को भी जो है वो पॉलिटिकल बनाते हैं। हमने किस संदर्भ में कहा सुशील मोदी को? सुशील मोदी एमएलसी हैं, हम एमएलए हैं, ठीक है। तो हम लोग इलेक्शन में आने वाले हैं, मान लीजिए जब, तो हमने उसी संदर्भ में उनको कहा है भाई आपका तो 5 साल सुनिश्चित है, हम लोगों का सुनिश्चित नहीं है।
अरे मैं आपको कहने का संदर्भ ये था कि अगर एमएलसी का सेफ है, आपका सेफ नहीं, आप इलेक्शन में जा रहे हैं। आप किसी पार्टी के लिए नहीं, एक पर्टिकुलर बंदे के लिए, पर्टिकुलर आदमी के लिए कहा था।
पर्टिकुलर आदमी के लिए हमने कहा कि जो एमएलसी है, हमने कहा अरे भाई आप लोग का तो सुनिश्चित है।
तो क्या आप संज्ञान लेंगे ये जो वीडियो ये लोग वायरल कर रहे हैं, ये लोग जेडीयू वाले?
नहीं, हम उसको मंगा के अभी हम क्योंकि क्षेत्र में है उसको हम संज्ञान जरूर लेंगे।
Okay, let's also play out the comment now. While Abdul Bari Siddiqui was giving us this explanation, Sushil Modi put out a comment saying, yes, this conversation happened, and it shows you what RJD knows as the reality of this election season.
मित्रों, पिछले दिनों जब विधानसभा का सत्र ज्ञान भवन में चल रहा था तो राजद के वरिष्ठ नेता श्री अब्दुल बारी सिद्दीकी ने एक टिप्पणी की और उन्होंने कहा कि मोदी जी, आप लोगों का तो 5 साल के लौटने की गारंटी है, लेकिन हम लोग की क्या गारंटी है? मित्रों, अब्दुल बारी सिद्दीकी बिहार की राजनीति के वह हस्ताक्षर हैं जो ज़मीनी सच्चाइयों को जानते हैं। उनको इस बात का पूरा एहसास था कि फिर से बीजेपी जेडीयू की सरकार नीतीश कुमार के नेतृत्व में बिहार में बनने जा रही है, इसलिए उन्होंने ये टिप्पणी की कि आप लोगों के तो लौटने की गारंटी, हम लोग की क्या गारंटी है?
Well, so that's as far as this response is concerned. Let's also listen in to what RJD leader Manoj Jha had to say after this entire controversy broke out.
ये जो वीडियो पर जब बात आ जाए ना, वीडियो सर्कुलेशन पे, तो आप समझ लीजिए कि रोजगार के सवाल पे कुछ बात नहीं है। आप समझ लीजिए समान काम समान वेतन पे कोई सवाल नहीं है। आप समझ लीजिए कि जितने भी हमारे कर्मी हैं, आशा कर्मी, जीविका, उन सवालों से ये घबराए हुए हैं। अभी आने वाले दिनों में आप इनकी जो इसको हम कहते हैं कि जेडीयू बीजेपी की कारखाने से एक आध और वीडियो निकलेंगे, लेकिन सबसे बड़ा वीडियो निकलेगा लाइव 10 नवंबर को। 10 नवंबर वाला लाइव वीडियो होगा।
Time for a quick break. Lots more news on the other side here on the Urban Debate. Stay with me.